No. Not yet. I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna be watching. Yeah, right now it's 0, but pretty sure they're gonna be coming in.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid rain. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Fielded in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now on first down. This one complete to Devin Funchess.
I don't know, somebody watching.
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement of the game's first play. 18 yards.
No, we can't see that.
I don't like that.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he gets it down to the 32. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
At the Bears, 32 yards.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, let's get my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got him in. And it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. That's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a run with Geis. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that hole right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Don't get nervous. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
You lock the door, Naya?
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 9, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. These two teams all tied after 1. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
That's a nice run right there. Able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Yeah.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
Hey, alert! What's up? Motion, pop. Hey, check 24, check 24. Like 42.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Trubisky. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 58, right over there, right over there.
Yes, they can't stop.
Check back, check back.
Put my kitty down. Stop. Why would you take the pillow? Yeah. You don't take the one I'm using. Like, that doesn't make sense.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we've been trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
26.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Funches with a
What
catch
the
over
fuck?
the middle. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Devin Funches, 56 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. John Ross, 62 yards, and the Bears draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And first and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
Thank goodness for heaters up here, and thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Brings up second and goal at the Packers' 9-yard line.
And you come here after shooting, to be honest, just like Sadie would have. Don't ask me for the chat. Is that what you're here to do? Is that right? Yes, it is.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Mike 42, Mike 48, 18.
Again, Geis. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal.
Switch. Check. Crunch. Shift. Buzz. Be ready. Run.
They run with Geis. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker, as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
A gain of 2 yards brings up fourth and goal.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wild card matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wild card bout. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have broken the tie. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive
look how bad this little girl is. They got a
going to
camera on
win
her because they know that
on
she
the
always
road,
trying to steal
it
snacks.
certainly
Look,
helps to have big playability in your hip
so
pocket,
shit your
doesn't it?
ass will do it. I'll be so mad at you. That's something you wouldn't really do. I just know you. Remember you used to have a mask like that or something for me?
Yeah, it was somehow. I think we lost it when it moved. I had the whole suit though.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Caught left side by Funchess. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
I know you're not doing this shit again. Darrell, why the fuck do you have my son in a corner?
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Did you feed him?
First and 10 at the 45.
Hell, why the fuck do you think he keep crying? He fucking hungry. Give me my goddamn son. I know you're not doing this shit
On
again.
first down,
Darrell, why
Rodgers.
the fuck
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. They compulsory picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the compulsion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pulling, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh my God.
Now this throw called left side. Touchdown! Packers. Devin Funchess with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab the nugget when I can.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. This is Geis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They run with Patterson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Just stay out my business.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Hello, my friend. Today we see the
on 1st down. It's Patterson. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson, 42 yards. And the Bears have broken the tie.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10.
Do you like the song?
I would have to listen to it again. I couldn't really focus.
Rodgers completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Let's go!
Just getting a fumble recovery. Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well,
Wake these niggas up.
A terrific opportunity inside the 5. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the ground, guys.
Oh, get up!
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He may try and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Wow, you made a fucking field goal.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away. Maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive.
Kill shot. Ah!
And he was able to shoot one tackle but could not get away from there. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle.
And they ran the other way. He ran the other way, coach. No.
His second catch in this wild card game, and he goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard
He's not getting that back because he's going to get his nails clipped, but won't do nothing. That's, I was just, he said, okay, forget it. Look, that dog is mad as hell.
Once again, they'll go from the 40.
He was mad.
To throw again, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
Kill shot.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rodgers finding Adams for Packer first. So into their territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Damn, I can't hear it. I ain't even gonna have it like that.
Oh, let's go, Eddie.
And that should do it. Eddie Jackson
Let's
picks
fucking
it
go.
up, possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it?
I'm dead.
But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
He don't like his nail clipped, so he's mad. So that was his way of growling.
He's got the first down and more past midfield, and finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
There's another video.
The dog listens, though. The dog listens.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left hand. He's going to let this go.
What's this nigga?
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. Nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And
Pass interference, my nigga?
Point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Oh, he's pass interference, my nigga.
Past the 30-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. Oh, that was dangerous.
Boston.
Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted.
Fucking go, man.
Should do it.
Quit playing with me.
Gibson. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Going deep downfield for Ross. All incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Trubisky flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Rodgers now to throw on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez.
Skill shot.
Out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Rodgers to throw once more. His Pass caught at the 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. And again, it's Rodgers.
I got out of that.
So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but really not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that
and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? They're going to put big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set.